Good evening, one and all. I am Chadra from Rita's Couple Talk channel. For several days, I was telling about some aspects about science and about some aspects of social. I brought now to tell you about federalism, socialism, and democratic types of government, dictatorship, which are dictatorship, monarchism, and secularism, and socialistic countries. What are How are the countries at the times of earlier civilizations? The countries were ruled by kings. In this type of systems, kings used to rule by monarchism. Sometimes these may be good. There may be good kings or may be bad kings ruling kingdoms and may conquer countries and establish colonialism. The Mughals first started monarchism by ruling Islamic countries. After they conquered many countries and established colonialism. In this type of colonialism, they formed taxation and paid by other countries who had kingdoms of their own to rule, but under the governance of other authority. For example, Mughals. In this, European countries conquered India and ruled under the governance of Queen Victoria of England. They also established colonialism at Africa, India, and some other countries. After 200 years of rule by British rulers of India, in 1947, August 15, at last Gandhiji brought us independence, and this day was considered as Day of Independence of India. To stop democracy, dictatorship, colonialism, and monarchism, Indians, Africans, and some other countries after independence, at the decision of SAR to stop colonialism and dictatorship, which was led by Hitler from Germany country, who wants to conquer all the world and started again to conquer, establish colonialism, but he had a failure at the end of Second World War. After several struggles and wars between the countries of world, SARC established in most countries democracy, which is called ruling by the people, for the people, and of the people. At the time of independence, our society was divided into communities. Brahmins to worship the Lord, make marriages and other functions and ceremonies. Kshatriyas to rule as Jamindars, Vaishyas for trade and sale, Sudras to rule to take over the jobs of lower section of sector in the society. Labor people, for example barbers, weavers and drainage cleaners, barbers, etc., and agriculture farming lands. There was also untouchability among labor people created by high society people, for example Brahmins. Dr. Ambedkar, who was one among the labor society in this community, prepared constitution to rule society according to educational levels. Doctors at first levels, engineers at first levels, lawyers, landlords, justice, and second level authorities, accountants, teachers, shopkeepers, and third level community, farmers, cleaning servants, barbers, and weavers. These were the communities at the time of independence, and while we were collecting democracy to establish federalism. The country PM or president cannot rule over India throughout. The country is divided into states which are ruled by governors, CMs. The states are divided into districts which are ruled by MLAs and collectors. The districts are ruled by into major cities and ruled by mayors and justice of law and order. The cities are divided into divisions which are ruled by corporator. At all these people are elected at these levels of ruling government. Among the cities, there are towns and villages which are ruled by panchayats and panchayat raj. Separation of powers. The people rule by the government, and the government is referred to rule in three types. They are legislature, executive and judiciary. Legislature rules over people for establishment and development of the country. Executive implements law and order. The judiciary to maintain the law and the judiciary to maintain in society to abolish fighting among these three groups of people. Fundamental rights. Right to equality. Every person at any level of communication or job, government, private sector, at a labor, have equal rights on law and order irrespective of caste and religion. They can use their public properties equally. Right to freedom. Every citizen in India has right to live, right to talk about public executives, has rights to educate in schools and colleges irrespective of caste, sector and religion. Right to exploitation. If any personal allegations or distributions among cities leading to fight are controlled by police, and citizens can complain to police to keep up and safeguard law and order. Right to religion. As India is secular country, every citizen of India can follow his own religion and can worship any god of his choice. Culture and educational rights. Every citizen of India can follow and culture any culture of his own and irrespective of caste, religion and culture, and educate himself in colleges or schools in any part of India. Right of constitutional remedies. Right of constitutional remedies. Any citizen of India, irrespective of his sector, had his own development and self-respect, and it is disturbed by personal allegations in public, or abusing or criticizing it back, or punished by police if the way is going in violent. Thank you one and all. Share our channel, subscribe our channel, and thank you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you one and all.